create a rational, peaceful, humanistic era. Dayform Buddha, August 29, 2004. From 2988 BC to 2012 AD is a cycle of life and universe. At the end of the circle, the supreme-level life space, mortal world, and low-level life space need to be adjusted because of the equilibrium of their life amounts are in critical point. Take mortal world as an example, because the amounts of animals decline sharply and are disproportionate with the amounts of human beings, lots of people have to return to the animal world. In the same way, during hundreds of years, the celestials coming from the superworlds to fulfill their mission have to return to superworlds, non-material structure possessing the standards of inferno, frozen layer, and inflamed layer must be thrown into the hell, and the one who have achieved the perfect human nature standard have to get into the 1,000-year world, have achieved Tao have to get into the 10,000-year world, and those who have achieved Buddha have to get into Elysium world. For those who are reaching the perfect human natures, yet still unperfect, will be left in human world to reproduce and develop. From the time Lifechanyuan appears on the planet and in the man's world, the heaven world will successively dispatch some celestials, angels, to the world to help those remaining in mortal world to experience a hard time. The celestials will not show up in the form of extraterrestrial or other visible forms, but will attach to human beings' body to perform its program of balancing the life and universe in the form of the psychic energy. I don't know whose body the celestials, angels, psychic energy will attach to, but I am sure the one attached is the blessed one, which is coincidence with Xue Feng's poem, "Butterfly flock around when flowers are blossoming. Good wishes and wisdom bubbles when your heart is peace being. No disease bothers you when your heart and body are clean. Celestial will you be when you only think of a mortal thing." The talented and wisdom men in Lifechanyuan should be prepared psychologically. Listen attentively to the guidance of your souls. Be ready to be unified with celestials from super worlds at all times. If we know the honored guests are coming, we should make a thorough cleaning in and out, light incense, eliminate dirty air, and wait for their arrivals. Guidance from psychic energy should never be suppressed by the rational values. We should realize that the values we keep may be functionless and totally wrong. We should try our best to be in the unconsciousness state. We'd better make a thorough formatting to our knowledge, experiences, values, and mode of thinking, reinstall the psychic energy from the source of life, remold ourselves thoroughly, and be a useful member in the new era after 2013. Along with the constant understanding on the mystery of the universe and the true meaning of the life in Lifechanyuan, someday, you will experience an indescribable passion and impulse. Sense the mystery calling from the celestial beings. Realize that you are not an ugly duckling, but a white swan, just like awakened suddenly from a dream. Once this sign occurs, it proves that your heart is connecting with the psychic energy from the resource of life, and celestials are attached to your body. You can do whatever according to the guidance of the psychic energy. One thing needs to be cautious is, no matter in the past time, nowadays and future, there are lots of people who are attached by devils, will confuse all living creatures and content against Lifechanyuan. But these devils led by Satan are not heterodox doctrines. They are also performing and maintaining the balancing program of the life in the universe. If Satan and his fellows don't create obstacles and troubles in mortal world, and don't strive to lead parts of people into the lower bound, and nobody wants to reincarnate to animal, but wants to go to the super worlds or stay in mortal world, the universe will collapse. Just like a person split into two halves, if one half is dead, the other part is unable to exist. To the life in universe, both Jesus and Satan are important. It is a unity of opposites. Mankind's view of Satan as their enemy and a devil of swallowing life are an extreme misunderstanding and injustice. In fact, Satan is truthfully fulfilling his duty. Satan and his fellows have to try every way they know to prevent all human beings going to super worlds. For example, money, beauties, power, status, pleasure, fame, exceptional function, and religion conflict, and so on. It is like the policemen who hold the door of the conference hall and prevent the swarming crowd. Why does Dayform Buddha only call for 2% people? 2% of human population is 130 million, and these people will be left in the planet to create a rational, peaceful, and humanistic era. Maybe Dayform Buddha will be scolded as heterodox doctrines and ignoring other 98% people. In fact, Buddha coming from the greatest creator doesn't ignore other people, but other people refuse to be taken care of. Accept Shui Feng's inner strength. Everything in Lifechanyuan is presented clearly. Who will believe in Shui Feng's values except for a few sages with spiritual nature? Will communist, Christian, Buddhist, democratic personages, or members of Falun Gong practitioners believe this? No, they won't. Of course, better not. If the number is over 2%, Lifechanyuan will be out of order. Jesus has declared that everything should use parables, which is hard to understand to those who are going to be thrown into hell. However, if they can understand, they will not go to the hell. And if the hell is empty, the balanced heaven can't exist. Celestial being Lao Tzu sighed. My words are very easy to know and very easy to practice, but there is no one in the world who is able to know and able to practice them. They who know me are few, and I am on that account the one to be prized. So, from now on, we should apply for the visa to the kingdom of the new life circle. It is very easy to apply for this visa. Reverence to the greatest creator, reverence to life and reverence to nature, and following to the greatest creator's Tao. There are few people traveling on the path of life, just like the revelation shown to sage-like type in the dream. A couple of people climbing up the Xiefeng mountain with great effort, and there isn't a busy scene to be found. If we look around and follow the steps of the common people, someday we will find that we are at the door of the hell. After the adjustment of the life and universe, human society will be a rational, peaceful, and humanistic era. It also will be an era needless of the great men and heroes, an era with harmonious nature and ample food and clothing, and an era without fighting and grabbing and mental disease. The greatest creator has given us free will, whether to go to the heaven or to go to the hell. That totally depends on your own choice. Satan and his evil spirits can only satisfy our desire on the material and flesh. They can't control us wholly. In the end, you have to take your own path. Since we have free will and the rights to choose our path, we should open up new ways forward to the rational, peaceful, and humanistic era.